Hello. We're very informal here in this chatty room. Oh, you got a pumpkin?
I got
very
a pumpkin.
Nice. Lexa Roseån is with us. Haven't seen you in a bit.
Long time.
You know, they drag you out on Halloween, I guess, for this kind of stuff. But
yeah.
Does that bother you? Because what you do isn't just about Halloween.
No, but I'm actually working pretty hard all year long, so it's okay.
Lexa is you're a priestess, psychic, you're a pagan author, you've written books, a poet, a playwright, and a performer. But paganism is a religion, right? This is your religion.
Yes, it is.
And people don't see.
Well, I'm Jew-witch. So.
You're Jewish.
Jew-witch.
Jew-witch. I get it. Very good. Jew-witch.
Yes.
That's very, very good. So people forget that Halloween is not just a day we go trick-or-treating. It is actually part of a religion of which you are part. Could you explain the religious aspect?
Well, it's an ancient Celtic religion, and it's actually the witch's New Year. So this is kind of like the high holy days for us. Yeah. And it's a time when
I get Rosh Hashanah, you get...
it'd be more like Yom Kippur, actually.
Right. So it's more like that's the Day of Atonement. So.
Well, no. It's the day when the veils are lifted between the worlds, so it's a great day for divination. You can see into the past, into the future, and all the spirits walk the earth, so it's a time to honor the ancestors.
So what is it you believe? Is it goddess worship? Is that what that is? Or is it...
if you study the Kabbalah, you see that God has a masculine and a feminine aspect.
Right. So you believe in one God, or you believe in many gods or goddesses?
Well, there's many different ways to look at it, but I think if there is one God, that God... How can we possibly define that God? So there are many aspects, therefore, gods and goddesses.
So but I want to be clear. So it's not a monotheistic God you believe in.
Paganism, no, is not a monotheistic religion.
So it's our gods and goddesses.
Gods and goddesses.
But isn't it more about goddess worship than God worship?
No, it's God and goddess equal. But this time of year, the goddess reigns. This is the time of Hecate, the queen of the witches.
Okay. Now, you brought a pumpkin.
I have some other stuff.
Is it significant?
Yes. You asked me for a spell, right?
Sure.
All right. So I brought four things.
Okay. This is what you need to do, a spell. What kind of spell are we going to do?
That are sacred to this time of year. Okay?
Okay.
Now,
all right.
You asked me for something for luck.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
This is for luck. The Indian corn, right? And it's easy to find this now. If you hang this above the door, it will protect all the harvest, everything that you've reaped, because this is the day, also the end of the harvest period. So we have to start storing up things.
Okay.
So hang this above the door for protection and luck. The apple, this is also something very sacred in the Samhain. Can they see this? Where do I...
Yeah, I think... Can we get a shot? Let's see. Do we... I don't know if we can get a close-up here.
It's hard to see.
Right, now I think that...
This is the pentagram. Yeah. This is the sacred symbol of the witches.
Can we get a close-up? Because we are showing... these are elements to be used in a spell. Right over here in this camera.
Right over here.
This way.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
So if you cut the apple in half and reveal the pentagram, you reveal a lot of power. If you use a red apple for love... Green for... I brought the green because we're in an economic crisis.
Thank you for going shopping before coming here.
Well, I'm the supermarket sorcerer, so this is for money, and yellow would be for fame or popularity. So you cut it in half, you eat half, and you offer the second half under a tree to the goddess, and you say a prayer for love or money or popularity.
Are there particularly written prayers, or you just
better to speak from your heart, in your own words.
All right.
This is the pomegranate. So on this day, or during this time of year, Persephone ate 3 pomegranate seeds, and she traveled into the underworld. So if we eat the seeds of the pomegranate, we will be able to have the power of divination. So it's like a safe form of hallucinogenic.
Is it just a coincidence I've seen more pomegranate juice on the shelves over the last 3 or 4 years than ever before? Like, it's become a big drink.
It is a big drink. Well, it's rich in vitamins, and also it symbolizes the blood of the mother.
Is that right?
Very, very powerful.
Okay, so now you do these rituals on a day-to-day basis?
I do rituals on a day-to-day basis. I do astrology readings and psychic tarot readings for people, prepare spells for them, and I do my own rituals.
Yeah. So people, now you have a book where people can know what to get. I mean, like if they want to start doing this stuff.
This is my latest book.
Yeah.
It's the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients. So you'll find everything I'm talking about here in this book, and it's it includes like things that you'll find in the supermarket, everyday items, but also the more arcane or traditional Wicca products.
Now, how old is this tradition? I mean, we
thousands of years.
Because, you know, when we hear about Christianity and Judaism, we go back forever. Judaism probably we regard as the oldest religion, but it's really not, right?
Well, no. If you remember, the Jews were worshiping the golden calf, right, while they were waiting for Moses to bring the Torah. So it's older than Judaism.
Were you born into a line of witches, or is this something that you've assumed?
Well, I mean, I was born of the Jewish faith, but also my paternal grandmother and my mother had powers.
Is the word witch a bad word?
Not to me.
But, you know, people use it negatively.
Yes,
so if you're a witch,
they
that's
do.
a terrible thing. But that's not a negative.
For me, no.
So witchcraft we associate often with magic spells that can be negative or positive, right?
Negative or positive,
but
yes. Today they use the term Wicca, which is a more PC way of describing it, because this is the goddess nature religion.
I see. So witchcraft, that's not a PC word to say.
For me, it's fine.
Right. And there's white witchcraft and black witchcraft, right? White being positive, black being putting...
But see, that to me is a little bit kind of racist, because when you talk about black magic, most of it is coming from, you know, the Cubo-African tradition, so it's kind of racist to say that it's negative or of the devil. Maybe it's darker. I
associated black magic not with race, but with the idea that you're trying to hurt somebody, do something negative, but, you know, to put a hex on somebody.
But I think everything has shades of gray.
Yeah.
Ultimately, when you come down to it.
But
the basic rule of Wicca, do what you will and harm none.
Okay, that sounds good. Can anybody do these spells, or do you have to be a believer in this to do it?
Well, the way I like to think of it is this. Do you have to believe in medicine to take it?
No, although there are placebos. There are placebos, though, that people take.
There are placebos, but I mean real medicine. Will it not work if you don't believe in it?
I say this is the same thing. If you do it, whether you believe it or not, it's going to work.
That's what I say. I want to talk about the pumpkin, because this is really special.
We have just a second left here, but okay.
Okay, this time of year, and just if you can grab this, you notice I left the tag on it that gives you a recipe for pumpkin pie. Because the pumpkin is very, very sacred, and of course we carve the jack-o'-lantern for protection, to ward off the evil spirits, because all the spirits are loose this time, not just our beloved ancestors.
That's what happens around Halloween, the spirits are loose?
That's right.
Yeah.
But listen, please use the flesh and make a pie. Don't waste it. Don't throw it out, because this brings you fertility and prosperity.
There you go. And the latest book is the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients. And you can find out all about this stuff in there. Lexa, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Happy Halloween, and
Happy Halloween.
Samhain is what the witches say.
Do you go trick-or-treating?
Do I? No, not anymore.
Not anymore. All right, I'm going as Joe Lieberman this year. Anyway, we'll take before we say...